Hey, happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to the Enchanted Forest and this week's Friday Funnies. Well, it's official, everywhere except Hillary Clinton's house, but Barack Obama will be the Democratic nominee for president. But Hillary refuses to give up. And she's the only one. Chelsea has already gone back to school. Bill has started dating again, but Hillary stands alone, waiting for either divine intervention or a reprieve from the governor. In the meantime, they asked Barack Obama if he would consider a white female running mate, and he said that his campaign committee is talking about that right now. They have it narrowed down to either Ellen DeGeneres or Hannah Montana. So stay tuned for that. That's the political news of the week. As the mail plane comes through in the background, here's the rest of the news I found. Frederick Bauer died. Age 89, he died in Cincinnati. And you're asking yourselves, hey, who is Frederick Bauer? Well, he invented the can that Pringles potato chips come in. That's right. He invented the Pringles potato chip can and the method of packing them, and he even had a patent on it. And as part of his last request, he wanted to be laid to rest inside of his invention. So that's what the family did. They had him cremated and put inside of a Pringles can. First, of course, they turned him into tasteless little curved wafers that neatly stacked on top of each other. Then they put it in the Pringles can and sealed it up and put it right back on the kitchen pantry shelf where it will sit in perpetuity right between the beef jerky and the Hostess Twinkies. In Iowa City, Iowa, one of the most creatively named cities in the Midwest, police pulled over a car and discovered that the man had a lot of marijuana, a big quantity of marijuana in large plastic bags. And they asked him, said, "What are you planning on doing with all of this marijuana?" To which he replied, "Well, I'm taking it home to the garden to use as compost." Yeah, really, the police thought this story had more BS than regular compost, and they arrested him for possession with intent to distribute. As I've always said, my friends, when compost is outlawed, only outlaws will have compost. All right, in Arvada, Colorado, two men decided they were going to stick up a convenience store, but these were not your average stupid burglars. Oh, no, they knew the convenience store had surveillance cameras, so they knew they had to wear disguises. So these two guys, when they walked in, one guy had forgotten to roll down his sleeve, so his tattoo showed, and the other guy was wearing a pink backpack to put all the stuff they stole in. Anyhow, when they walked in, they made sure they were wearing a disguise over their head, women's underwear. Women's thong underwear. Covered up, about that much of their faces. So they're really easy to identify, but police are still searching for them. So if you happen to run into two 20-year-old guys with underpants on their heads, one with a tattoo, the other with a pink backpack, please take a photo. I would really love to see that. And our final story takes place over in Japan, in Kasuya, Japan. I believe it is a suburb of Tokyo, but then what isn't in Japan? Anyhow, a guy over there noticed that food was disappearing from his kitchen. Not just a couple of crackers here and there, but large amounts of food. And he knew it was too much for like a mouse to eat, so he set up a surveillance camera, infrared surveillance camera, and the camera captured an image of a homeless woman who had been living in a closet in this guy's house for several months. And she would come out at night and make herself something to eat in the kitchen. And she said later that when he went to work, she would take a shower too. She was a very tidy homeless woman living in the closet. What I want to know is, how can somebody be living in your closet and you don't know about it? When my cousin Lance was in the closet, everybody knew about it. And when he came out of the closet, nobody was surprised. Hey, that's all I have for you this week. Remember, this weekend is going to be a nice weekend. Get out and plant your tomatoes so they will be good and rotten by Election Day. See you next Friday.